Hello friends, welcome to EC Academy.
In this lecture, let us understand the relationship between signal energy and its vector, and also let us discuss about Euclidean distance. First, let us understand the relationship between signal energy and its vector. We know that energy of a signal Si of t can be given as Ei is equal to integration of 0 to t Si square of t dt. So this is how we can represent an energy of a signal Si of t. Since Si of t can be given as summation of j is equal to 1 to n Sij phi j of t. So this we have understood in our previous derivation. This is how we can represent a signal. Now let us use this equation in energy signal. Therefore, we can write Ei is equal to integration of 0 to t. Since we are having Si square here, so we need to write this summation 2 times. So we will write summation of j is equal to 1 to n Sij phi j of t into summation of, here we will use a different variable other than j. So let us take a variable k here. So summation of k is equal to 1 to n Sik phi k of t dt. Since we are having Si square here, so we need to use this summation 2 times. That's why we have taken 2 variables here to represent this summation. So we have taken j and k. Now let us rearrange the above equation. If we rearrange this equation, we will get Ei, which is energy of the signal, will be equal to summation of j is equal to 1 to n summation of k is equal to 1 to n. So here first we have written the summation, then we will write s term. So we will write Sij into Sik. So we will take the integration term, integration from 0 to t, then we will write the phi term, so which is phi j of t into phi k of t dt. Let us call this as equation number 1. We know that integration of 0 to t phi j of t into phi k of t, we can write it as 1 if j value is equal to k, and it will be 0 if j is not equal to k. Now let us take the first condition. If j is equal to k, at that case in equation number 1 this term will become 1 and we will get energy of a signal as summation of j is equal to 1 to n summation of k is equal to 1 to n Sij Sik. So this is the equation which is obtained for j is equal to k. If we take j not equal to k, then this term will become 0, 0 into this term, energy will become 0. So we will get energy as 0 for j not equal to k. So from this analysis we can write energy of the signal Ei is equal to, we will write the summation j is equal to 1 to n. Since j is equal to k, in place of k we can write it as j. So we can write summation of j is equal to 1 to n Sij into Sij. So what we have done, in place of k we have written it as j. So this is obtained for j value equal to k. Now in this equation both the summation are same, that's why we can write energy of a signal as summation of j is equal to 1 to n. So we will take only one summation because both the summations are same. So we'll write Sij square. So let us call this as equation number 2. Since we know summation of j is equal to 1 to n, Sij square will be equal to Si whole square. So here double line indicates the length of the signal vector. So this represents the length of signal vector. Therefore, using this equation, we can write energy of a signal is equal to length of signal vector whole square. So this result shows that the signal energy is equal to square length of signal vector. So signal energy is square length of signal vector. So this is the relationship between signal energy and its vector. Also, we know that length of signal vector whole square can be written as Si to the power of t into Si. So if we substitute this value in this equation, we can write the energy of the signal as Si to the power of t into Si. Now let us understand Euclidean distance. The Euclidean distance between two signal vectors can be given as dik is equal to Si minus Sk. Let us call this as equation number 1. So here dik is the distance between Si and Sk. So dik represents the Euclidean distance between Si and Sk. We know that Si minus Sk whole square can be written as summation of j is equal to 1 to n Sij minus Skj whole square. Let us call this as equation number 2. So this we have written from our previous derivation. And also we know that Ei is equal to integration of 0 to t Si square of t dt. So this is the representation of energy of a signal. So this we have already derived as Si square. If we substitute this equation in equation number 2, we will get equation 2 as Si minus Sk whole square is equal to integration of 0 to t Si of t minus Sk of t whole square dt. Let us call this as equation number 3. So this is the expression for Euclidean distance. So the angle between the two vectors Si and Sk can be given as cos theta ik is equal to Si to the power of t into Sk whole divided by Si into Sk. So here theta is the angle between two vectors Si and Sk. When the numerator is 0, which means when Si to the power of t into Sk is equal to 0, so this entire term will become 0. Therefore, these two vectors are said to be orthogonal or perpendicular to each other. Therefore, at that case, we will get theta ik is equal to 90 degree. So the angle between the two vectors will be 90 degree if these two vectors are orthogonal to each other. This is about the relationship between signal energy and its vector, and also about Euclidean distance. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.